welcome. I see you met Pierre, our RV dog. Come on up. What's up? My name is Skyler Acord. Some of you might know me from stuff I've done with Issues. We've been on this channel before. And maybe you've seen me with 21 Pilots, yada, yada, yada. But I'm out here on my solo tour, my first solo tour ever with Don Broco and the home team. And this is our ride. So here's the captain's seat. Typically whoever's driving is whoever is the least exhausted or had the least amount of alcohol. We have it set up pretty well to where, like, I don't know if you've seen this, MagSafe. I feel like this is like the millennial version of a pocket protector or something, but totally works. Keeps us settled for, you know, keeps us knowing where we're going. And one thing we're really adamant about is, like, when we're like going somewhere, you don't put the city in, you put the venue in, because I had a bad experience. We put in Dallas instead of House of Blues Dallas once, and we were just going in circles around Dallas for like 2 hours before we realized someone put the wrong address in. So that's like the biggest thing. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. It's exactly like a U-Haul. It is literally a U-Haul. So I move a lot, so I'm used to this. So one thing too, I'll probably need it either tonight or tomorrow morning, probably tomorrow morning. We have the like Gatorade Pedialyte thing, excuse me, Gatorlyte with zero, because it's so easy to get too much sugar out here. But yeah, staying hydrated is really tough because you run out of water bottles super quick and you got all this trash to deal with. But yeah, this is kind of the only thing I pick up at gas stations as far as drinks, unless I'm feeling gluttonous and I'll get like a Mountain Dew. So here's first bed. It's above the driver. So typically this is kind of like interchangeable with this couch, which also pulls out into a bed. But whoever is sleeping here is probably somebody who is either about to drive or just drove. Usually, this is Ty. This is my brother, Low File. Some of you guys might know him from his stuff with Issues. He used to go by Scout. And then often this is my guitar player, Nick, sleeps on the couch. Surprisingly comfortable, like incredibly comfortable. And you might be wondering, like, oh, this is, you know, just assuming this is a mess. This actually serves a purpose. This goes down here, blocks the pesky sun for when Nick gets up and doesn't want to wake up while Ty's driving. And then, okay, in this area, some of you guys might know these. This literally comes out and does this whole kind of like Transformers type thing and turns into its own bed, and you sleep on the cushions. It's pretty nifty. We don't use it because it's a hassle, because we like to have it for work, and by work I mean Nintendo, obviously, or actual work, like, you know, computers and pictures and whatever. But yeah, my wife is joining us on tour. Her name is Carly, and she has a great touch, hence our pumpkins, our frickin' bats, and our very delicately fragrant fall candle. I used to be really into, like, I guess, you know, multiplayer, like big sort of grand kind of games, like Love Smash with 8 people, or like Mario Kart, whatever, which that's still typically a very regular thing. But because of how we have like driver stuff set up, there's usually not enough people to do all of that unless we're at a venue. So typically I'm playing like I'm having enrichment time in my own enclosure, playing like solo, like Binding of Isaac games or like RPGs or whatever. And everybody kind of just pulls it up when they need 5 minutes to not think about all of the shit we got to do on tour. Okay, so let's talk about the cabinets. We got printer, very essential. This is the first printer I've ever bought in my adult life, and I bought it like 2 weeks ago, so fuck with me. And then some toiletries, baby wipes. If you know, you know. If you need it, you'll know. And then nothing. Okay, so over this side, over the frickin' bats, this is probably the most important drawer of the whole place. We got the Pop-Tart selection. This is mostly Ty's. And then this is my kind of like go-to, the protein complete cookies. These are good. Well, they're fine. They make me not think I'm hungry for a long time. That's important. Oh, right. Popcorn. This is so slept on for tour. Great, great, great addition to any sort of tour rider. And then more snacks. We got like cereal and whatever. Oh, this is fun. So this RV came with a dirty, poopy septic hose. So she was like, hold on, I'll be right back. And then gave us a new poop hose. And left the old one in the RV. So we still got the poopy one in the RV. And we're about to do our first septic thing. I've never septic dump. I've never done that before, so let you know how it goes. Another thing we get done in here is we like to warm up in here. My brother was just in here probably 20 minutes ago warming up. I like to make a lot of noise, just vocal warm-ups and whatever, which now I have to do religiously. So typical furnishings, we got a microwave, which only works on the generator. We got a stove, which we haven't used, but I absolutely plan on using. A fridge, which opens while we're driving. It just tends to flap open. And the fixins. Remember I said I love Mountain Dew. So we got plenty of Mountain Dew. Red Bull for those late night drives. Not a whole lot of alcohol yet, but we got Old Faithful, some rum, and that's like an Issues staple as well. So over here, you'll see behind the very festive fall air freshener, we have basic stuff. All the essentials, bowls, paper towels. I think there's a souvenir mug back there. I don't think we bought that, so someone left that. And then one thing I gotta bring attention to is our pumpkins. One for each person on this RV. So this one is me. I picked that one out. This one is my wife, Carly. This is the most round pumpkin I've ever seen in my entire life. I literally laughed when I saw it. This one is Ty. And this one is Nick. If you know Nick, it makes no sense, which makes it funnier. All right, so moving into this section. So here's our toilet, here's our bathroom. Very tight squeeze. But this is kind of funny because it's elevated, and for some reason it's not all the way tight to the ground, so it kind of shakes. So not a good idea to use while you're driving, I guess just in general. But hey, it's handy having it. And then if we go up to the other side, as I maneuver, we have our handy shower. So the water pressure is surprisingly pretty good, and the water gets like super hot. So it's still Navy showers, like some people I'm sure have probably talked about, but it's warm Navy showers, which is plenty for me. So now we go into the back. So we don't have a whole lot of storage on this because we don't have a trailer. So if we look first, we have the bed. This is where me and my wife are most nights. It's funny because it looks all luxurious, like, oh, there's a bed in the back, but it's actually like about the same comfortability as anywhere else. It just gets like way hotter back here, which is fine. I can handle it. And I'm selling merch, and I sleep with my work. So here's all our merch so far. I'm gonna have to do a re-up soon because we're just burning through it, which is a great problem to have. A lot for me to do. And then on the right side, some suitcases, just some stuff where we're just like, I don't know, I don't want this in the way, but I need it here. And then if I jump up here, all right. Toiletries. So that's where all my shit goes. Again, just keeping it out of the way. Well, thanks for coming, guys. This is our Cruise America RV that we're out on the Don Broco tour. You met Pierre, our favorite pooch, our RV pooch. And again, my name is Skyler Acord. You can find my music basically anywhere: Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, all the stuff, YouTube, whatever. And by the time this comes out, I should have some more music out. I have a song called White Lace featuring Jenna McDougall coming out, of Tonight Alive and Hevenshe, those who know her, amazing vocalist. And I might have a couple more coming out. I have a whole EP basically primed and ready to go next year. So just keep your eye open.